Hello and welcome along. My name is Kate Tracey and you join myself and Botano brand ambassador Olly Murphy once again for another weekly catch up. And it's been yet another busy and yet another very good week for you, Olly. So looking forward to getting stuck into this. So we better take it back. And there's only one place to start properly. That is with Wade Out in Enlisted Novices Chase at Cheltenham over 3 mile one. First and foremost, I've got to get your thoughts throughout the race. What were you thinking throughout the duration?
Yeah, it certainly wasn't a very comfortable watch, was it? Not too many points in the race. I think we were going to be competitive probably until they turned for home, and Sean was still on the coattails of the other two. But yeah, he stays very well. He's got plenty of ability, and ultimately in the end he ended up winning really well. So yeah, it was great to get a Cheltenham winner, great to get a winner at the Paddy Power meeting, and hopefully he's a horse who'll be able to go back there in March for the 3 mile 5 novice handicap chase.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. That's surely got to be the next target, hasn't it? With just stamina in abundance. And is it just the fact that he's a little bit lethargic, why his jumping was that bit sticky and slow earlier on?
Yeah, I think he's a horse who needs to be fitted with a set of cheek pieces. He's actually not as slow as he makes out. He won a bumper. He won a couple of novice hurdles over 2 miles as well. So yeah, just hopefully racing will kind of bring him forward, and he might be one of them weird horses. He's actually better off in a bigger field, and when horses kind of push him along rather than those small runner fields when they're kind of falsely run races.
That's so funny, that fact he actually does have some speed to him. And of course, in John Hales's colours as well, him no longer with us. But did I read somewhere that his wife and daughter were there with you?
Yeah, no, they were both there. Very important there that they're all massive Villa fans, as was John. So yeah, no, it's great to train a big winner in their colours, and obviously Jed and Sir Alex involved as well. So you know, it was a good day.
Really good day. And just the November meeting as a whole, was it satisfying for you to get that win at such a big meeting?
Yeah, listen, you just hope you go into those meetings and get a winner, and if you can get another one, kind of all the better. But yeah, we had another 3 horses that were placed, turned in and looked like they could win. So yeah, we didn't have a lot of runners there, but what we ran well, and yeah, nice to come out of the meeting with a winner.
Perfect. Hold the serve. We'll talk about him, some of the other runners that you just mentioned there. Of course, he was really well supported into favouritism. We know how you've talked about him so glowingly so far. And we know that there's going to be better expected of him. What were your overarching thoughts?
Yeah, very disappointing actually, Kate. Very similar to Will Star. We talked about him the week before. He is subsequently undergone wind surgery. His wind caught him from an early stage, hence why he was very disappointing. So, yeah, he's a horse not to lose faith in. His fast work was good, hence why he went off the price he did. And I'm sure you'll see a lot better performance in 3 or 4 weeks' time.
Hopefully so. And as you say, to straight away nip it then in the bud to look forward to him next time. Kap Boy, now he ran really well, third in the intermediate handicap hurdle at Cheltenham. He too attracted plenty of good support beforehand. Of course, ran respectably, just behind an improver on the rising grade. But considering he's new to handicaps, he looks to have loads more to offer.
Yeah, nice horse. He's a horse I'm gonna keep running in those nice handicaps throughout the year, and hopefully be a nice chaser next season. It was kind of his first proper run in a competitive race in his career thus far, and I'm not so sure the track suited him overly well. That inside track in Cheltenham. I think the other track that we're going to be on now for the rest of the year until the Tuesday and Wednesday of the festival will suit him a lot better. So I'm not sure where he's going to go, but he's a horse certainly to keep on the right side of, and I think he's still to carry on improving.
And Fingle Bridge, of course, my absolute favourite. Looking forward to him this season. Now, he did, of course, run into Lulamba, as we know, in that beginner's chase at Exeter. Looked a really hot race, but a perfect starting point, really. And he showed plenty himself.
Yeah, ran really well. Got a little bit of a fright down over the first few fences, so Sean just had to sit in him, and the race was kind of finished before it even started for him from the aspect of trying to win. But yeah, he came up the home straight well, jumped good, didn't get knocked around, and finished second to what looks a very good one. But yeah, I wouldn't swap him now, seeing him on softer ground over 2.5 miles, and yeah, I still love him, and still, yeah, I've got full belief in him.
And I guess the question about him is, does he touch wood look all okay out of the race?
Yeah, no, he came out the race good. He had a canter this morning actually, so yeah, he might get a Utoxeter or Lingfield in 3 weeks' time. Ideally, I want to get 2 runs into him before the middle of Feb, or sorry, 29th of January, where he's going to run the Scilly Isles at Sandown. So I just want to get 2 runs into him before then for a bit of experience, and hopefully he'll go and have a tackle at a Grade One novice chase around Sandown.
Now, talking of Lulamba and Kopek de Bordes, both on their chasing debuts this weekend. I'm not sure because you've been so busy throughout the weekend. If you got to see Kopek de Bordes, of course you saw Lulamba. But with these exciting propositions coming out, which of those two excited you most? Or were you most impressed by?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind training either, to be honest. But yeah, Kopek de Board kind of really blew me away, as did Final Demand. I thought their 2 performances now were outstanding. Not taking anything away from Lulamba, but yeah, I thought they both looked very, very good, Kate. And I wouldn't be surprised if Lulamba will end up going up to 2.5 miles as well at some point.
Yes, well, we'll get to see him over Tripwise in time. And yet again, Willie Mullins just continuing the ascendancy with these now chasers, novice chasers as well. It's just frightening to see. But of course, lots of these horses have seen their prices shorten in the ante-post markets ahead of the festival. Do you think that that's kind of a damning testament to the festival in some ways, but also is it a little bit of a negative in the fact that straight away things are being looked at the Cheltenham Festival?
Yeah, it's still early days, isn't it? I think got to see a lot of these horses run over the Christmas period. A lot of things are going to change between now and March, but yeah, kind of hopefully our horses that are hopefully gonna go there in March now, gonna have another couple of runs, and we'll learn a lot more about them. But yeah, it's very early, isn't it, to be looking at these anti-post markets? I think a lot of water is to go under the bridge at Christmas, and yeah, I think into the new year we'll know a lot more.
Tread with caution in the anti-post markets. We always say that, but if you can find some value, then best of luck to you for that. Now, of course, the gallops morning at Newbury, you were there with a whole load of your own horses. We got to see Constitution Hill. So we'll start with him before asking you about your string that you went. Did you get to see Constitution Hill galloping?
Yeah, I did. Myself and Sean Minozian had a wander out onto the lawn and watched him. Looked to go well, but he only galloped with a bumper horse and I think a kind of 130 rated mare, so you'd expect him to go very well as well. But yeah, he looked in good form, looked well, and they all looked happy. So yeah, it'd be an intriguing race next Saturday up Newcastle.
Wait to see who they work with. Always pay attention to who the workhorses are with a horse in itself. We will always tell you that. Now, for yourself, though, of course, Resplendent Grey, he was there. Just a strong leader and a few others as well. So you had a whole nice string to take aim at.
Yeah, no, we took some nice horses there, plenty of horses that are going to go to Newbury now next week. So yeah, all went well. Resplendent Grey's in good nick. Booster Bob went. Kingston Pride, strong leader. So yeah, no, nice bunch of horses went. They're all going to head to Newbury next week, all being well. So yeah, they all came out the gallops well, and yeah, looking forward to 10 days time.
It must be so cool when you just rock up to somewhere with that kind of battalion behind you. I can just only imagine like how much swagger I would have walking out onto the track at those mornings with those sorts of horses. But we better look ahead to this weekend, to Friday and the weekend. Now, the horses to look out for, of course, we've got to start with Stick to the Plan and the Grade 2 Newton Novices Hurdle up at Haydock. He's probably the standout horse that we should be looking forward to this weekend, is he, for you?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to him, Kate. Now I think he's come forward from Chepstow. Looking forward to dropping him back to 2 miles with no hood on as well. Obviously, there's a lot of talk about the Twiston Davis horse, but my lad's in really good form. Scored well this morning, galloped well the day before, and yeah, he's in good nick. He's obviously got to give away a penalty, which won't be easy. But yeah, I wouldn't swap him. I think I think he's a good horse, and it's going to take a good one to beat him.
Oh, I'm really excited to see him out. Now, of course, we've also got Gardner in at Haydock, the 4-6s at Haydock. Gunny Made Boys going for the Ascot Hurdle, Wawa up at Haydock in a handicap chase. Butch, though, I wanted to ask you about next in the graduation chase up at Haydock. What do you think to his chances?
Yeah, he's a horse with a big engine. He was very, very unhealthy all last season, so just hoping kind of Saturday he can kind of get through the race with flying colours and whatnot. He struggled bursting blood vessels last year, so I'm just hoping that he can kind of go and enjoy himself, gallop at the line. It'll kind of put him spot on for the rest of the season. So Saturday's certainly not his Gold Cup, albeit hopefully he can run very well because he has got a big engine. But it does look a very, very good race.
It does, doesn't it? And it is just that tricky time of year for knowing exactly when end targets are for horses and things, but a perfect place for him to go to really put his mettle to the test. As I said, Gwenny May Boy in the Grade 2 Ascot Hurdle. Gwenny May Boy, we know all the Gwenny May horses and how fantastic they have been for you, but looking forward to him again. It looks a really hot race.
Yeah, dropping back to 2.5 miles, he'd either have to carry 12 stone in a handicap or run in these graded races. But nice race to get him started in, kind of find out where we are. I'd imagine he'll go for a long walk after here over his preferred trip of 3 miles, but very much a stepping stone to get him started. He's in good form. I don't know the horse very well, but look forward to learning a bit more about him on Saturday.
Yeah, so definitely. So do plenty more learning then. And as I said, we've got those other really interesting horses up at Haydock in handicap company to look forward to on Saturday. But that pretty much wraps it up then. A rattle through the action that has been, what to look forward to as well. So Ollie, thank you so much for your company as always. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the action this weekend and we'll speak to you again next week.